I did a job which I found deathly boring and unenjoyable and monotonous, and I never wanted to do that again. What I really like about being in the lighting industry is the sheer variation. The projects you work on are all different, the people you meet are different, they have different expectations, they have different designs. There's very, other than obviously the products that we make, that's where the repetition ends. The highlight for me over the last 15 years is definitely since 2019, since the rebrand. It's showing ourselves to the market and matching what we do with how we present ourselves. That for me has been the biggest difference. The way the company's grown since then, it's been really, really exciting. The facility that's been built, the capabilities that we have now in terms of, you know, the amount of product that we can now take care of with the improved production facilities and so forth. I think the future is more exciting perhaps than some of the past. You know, in the early days, we were working out who we were and what we wanted to be and the sort of product that we wanted to sell. For a time, it was all about getting stock of the Zeps into wholesalers, but that's not desperately exciting work. You know, to be involved with some of the high-end luxury houses, with working with some of the very best interior designers, architects and lighting designers in the world, is something that makes working at Phos really exciting, to be able to partner those people and be seen as a partner by so many of them. You know, that's reflected in the projects that we're now enjoying working on, and that people are prepared to bring to us because we can deliver on it. We still do what we do. We still make products in-house. We still assemble things in-house. We've still got a room full of stock of LED ribbon. That actually hasn't changed. Just everything's got bigger and there's more people doing it. That's really, and we've got a nicer building and a nicer environment to work in. That's really, you know, but the core of the company, the fact that it's family owned, that family is so heavily involved and sit on the floor with everybody else, and you can approach anyone and almost say anything. There's no particular risk of repercussion if you challenge something that's going on, because it is part of a collective that's working towards the future of this business as it grows. Next 15 years. Try not to give that too much thought, to be honest with you. I've got more grey hair than I had when I started here, and it will continue. So in the next 15 years, the industry, we can already see a massive swing towards sustainability. I think the companies which are going to survive in the longer term are going to reduce their reliance on third-party manufacturers from what you'd consider to be the cheap places of the world. I think in the market that we're in, there is very definitely a preference towards high-quality products which are built to very high standards locally, where we're not using aeroplanes and ships and boats and everything, fuel, to move things from one place around the world to another place around the world to another place around the world. You know, I think the fact that Phos is B Corp, you know, our supply chain is primarily within a reasonably small radius of Hatfield, that does resonate with our customers. And I think in the longer term, we're keeping that manufacturing and that supply chain quite close to us. Will sustain us in the longer term, and I can see more companies going in that direction. I still enjoy taking our range out and showing it to someone for the first time. The reaction we get is always so incredibly positive, and we're bringing a product range to the market which is genuinely different to a lot of our competition. A downlight, it's not interesting subject matter to a lot of people. But the way we go about building our products with the modularity point of view, the fact that it can be used in so many different ways, the fact that it can be finished in an almost unlimited capacity, brings a reasonably mundane subject matter into the front of the design, that it's tying it into the materials palette that's being used on the project. And the reaction we get to that is so positive every single time. I'm not entirely sure I'd enjoy that with another company's products. The fact that here it's a collaborative company. Yes, we have the design team. Yes, they're involved with designing and building our products, but everyone at the company, to a greater or lesser extent, has had a bit of involvement in how our products work, whether it's feedback from the field or, what do we need to keep our customers happy. We've all had a little bit of input. There's a little bit of us in every single product that we have in the range.